So yet again, we have forgot to film a fucking intro to this thing. So this is me kind of putting one together right now, I guess, crudely. I thought it would be a fun idea to quickly just show you all the things on this little collection, because it's always in the background, but it's never in focus, so you can actually finally see what's up there. My personal favourite is this new one, the straw bird with googly eyes. And down there we have the stomach ache microbe, a stegosaurus without legs, a fridge magnet with a random child on it. The story behind that one is it's been on my parents' fridge for about 5 years, and I asked them the other day, who actually is that? And they said they don't know. So then I said, can I take it home and hang it on my sock hang thing? And they were like, sure. And then the rest is just loads of googly eyes patiently awaiting future things to be, you know, put on.
Welcome to the JARCAST, everybody. Alex is flaunting his fucking iPad Pro.
Episode 20? Episode 20, the big 2 and then an
20.
O.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, everybody, I've made a big mistake. It's not episode 20. It is episode 19, okay? It's not episode 20. I was wrong, because I'm an idiot and I didn't check. Okay, back to the show. Wait,
So-
there's one other thing I've got to show you guys and girls out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well done you, Alex.
Wait, there's one more thing as well.
Is it the dog? Is it the dog? No.
And then,
Anyway, so we need to
dog's
acknowledge something. Jim isn't here today. He's
At work.
he's at work. He's preoccupied.
yeah, and there's no other day that was
There
really
was no other
convenient.
day that was convenient.
Look, I drew a guy with a butt for a head.
But it looks more like a heart or something.
It looks like
I didn't
a
ever
heart.
see it, so
And he says I have a butt on my head, so I am mad.
well, I want to see the. It looks more like a heart.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't do the butt detail yet.
You need to suggest that there's an asshole.
That's what I'm going
What's
to do.
the
Maybe
hair?
I'll have some poop coming out.
No, have like shit residue left on the ass cheeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the JARCAST, the only show with no folks ever.
And the only show of me on it.
That's true. The only
Oh,
show
that's
with
not
James on it.
I mean, I'm in the trying to watch, but
That's true.
yeah,
So you fucked yourself right there.
whatever.
Fucked
I
yourself
haven't
super
been
hard.
on one yet.
That's
I
true.
need to increase my popularity.
That's true. Well, it doesn't help that you change your Twitter name every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I
what is it
don't.
now?
You had such a good
I didn't
handle.
change my
What
handle. I
is it?
changed the name
It's
though.
REKI_.
No, 'cause now-
7.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because now
yeah.
you're
But it was something else before that, like Ricky Type R.
yeah, I change it every
you're
like.
fucking AP Tenio now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is terrible.
Which
And
is
like, how are you supposed to like
It's not like.
follow at blah 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 instead of just like
It's just
Ambush
it's a
Orange.
weeb name. It's a weeb.
It
Yeah.
is. I will admit that. It's
your
not
weeb
English.
weeb face? We actually have some topics today because now, of course,
That's
we
the
have
first.
the Jar Reddit.
Oh, of course. I
The
forgot
Jar
about this.
Reddit is the place you want to go if you want us to answer your questions, because Ruben gets a lot of shit replies on Twitter
You suck.
It's just memes.
when he puts them out
It's
there.
Memes.
So but before that, we actually have some different topics.
Should I still tweet anyway?
I reckon you should right now
Yeah,
while I introduce
might
this
get-
bit, just to see
Yeah.
what
A
people.
semi-decent question.
Little
from
quick
it.
ones, but we'll go through the Reddit ones first, I think. So first off, we already acknowledged Jim and
Yeah,
the Jar
yourself.
Reddit. Yeah, so the previous episode, the IHU leaves Jar skit video, which was celebrating 50k subscribers, hadn't gone live yet. So we kind of kept it a little secret, an exciting secret. And recently, for some reason, it got like a ton of views.
Yeah. An obscene amount.
Yeah, it's past 100,000 now,
Mhm.
Which is great.
which is good,
It
yeah.
really is.
But we're getting a lot of comments, like weird ones. Like, wow, can't believe...
And I'm not surprised that he wants to distance himself from this
Yeah.
shit. It's like, do you not realise, like, he's friends with us and he's
And it's like,
on this.
huh, when there are 3 people on screen, I wonder who's filming it out of the 4 people in Jar Media. Huh.
I'm not gonna lie, these videos are
Yeah.
cringy. because they didn't spell cringy right. Or
Wait, did someone actually say that?
cringy as hell.
Yeah. So basically, a lot of people, because of the title, thought that I was actually leaving Jar, even though it was just the name of the video. And very obviously, the false intro where we're like pretend arguing, and I keep saying, "I'm for seriously leaving now." But maybe it was too serious or something.
We've been shouted prick at you. I'm pretty sure that is just not serious in every sense.
Yeah.
Some people.
Well, what about the things I said? I kept saying, "For seriously, this is the time I'm going now." Just like dumb shit. I guess because it's that thing, isn't it?
Translated English.
It's that thing that everyone on YouTube does, where they absorb the information, but they don't process it.
No,
they just sort of absorb it and do nothing with it. They don't actually listen to any of the words that are said. It's just kind of movement and colours.
Colours and motion.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of people do the thing where they comment before actually watching the video, or they watch a little bit.
Does that,
they watch a little bit, then they comment. Which is like nitpicking something, and then even if it's addressed later, they won't delete their comment. They'll go back and reply to their own comment saying, "Okay, now I've seen this bit," and then they'll add on to it, and it's just like this.
Never
can you not just wait a bit? Can you just watch the video?
Just be patient. If it really bothers you that much, and you have
because like people do this thing. Say if you're watching a review discussion, for example, and 15 minutes in, there's a point you feel really strongly about. They will pause the video, they'll go to the comment section and write out a big paragraph about this one, maybe throwaway line even, that's just completely irrelevant, effectively.
Yeah.
And they'll get worked up and focus just on that.
I've done that a few times.
You have?
Yeah. Like car videos when they say something about a car, I get butthurt.
So that's it then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whereas for me, the way I view content on YouTube, I rarely comment. I just watch I watch the whole video, and if I like it, I'll leave a like. And it's all, and I don't have it set so you can see it, I don't think. So it's all just...
Well, no, because you'd see all the videos I liked on your account.
That's you, though. You don't... I have it set to private. You don't, I don't think.
I know, but I like loads of videos on your account.
Yeah, you liked a My Little Pony video.
I never like...
Yeah. Sometimes, if a video gets a strong reaction from me, I feel like, yeah, you deserve a little likey over there. Yeah. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. Thanks for the 50k thousands, or whatever.
Thanks for all the views.
Quite a mad number for this shit.
Yeah. How far do you think we're going to go? How far do you think we're going to get?
56.
I mean,
and then we'll burn.
Don't know about you, but I'm not stopping this shit.
I think we might max at about 250. I think that's when it's going to really slow down, but that's going to be hit like...
That's the thing, though, is...
That's a lot, though.
It rarely slows.
Growing, yeah, it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. It might...
Yeah, of course.
Sort of like flatline,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's what I mean.
But
then something else happens, and it just fucking goes again.
It rarely... sort of, it depends on the content. Like, say for example, the COD YouTubers, you know,
that died.
It's that type of content.
Our game is staying
had its time.
With everyone else.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when your content is based around opinion, personality, and sort of discussion, that kind of thing doesn't.
Yeah, those channels don't die. You know, maybe you stop watching them. But other people
but they keep going.
You.
Like,
other people replace you.
Philip DeFranco, Boogie, some of the biggest YouTubers who've been around for just the longest time. And that's what they do, because they're personality, people like that. And it just doesn't just go, you know? You know what I'm saying?
I
when Alex
can't...
dies, and I have to, rise from IHE's ashes to replace him.
From the grave.
But then he's not actually dead, and I'm just really brutal for a little bit, but then he comes back. But then I've made a nemesis.
You're that Azrael of I Hate Everything.
Yeah.
By the way, we haven't seen Civil War yet.
Probably won't. I won't.
I feel like we're probably not going to get to.
I know, it's such a shame.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to fuck me up. We saw Batman vs. It's because
the problem is I don't care. I'm so just like...
I kind of care, because I like Spider-Man.
Well, I'm kind of just like... Batman vs. Superman. I just can't bother with fucking films.
I just don't give shit.
It's just, to me, it's like we saw Batman vs. Superman.
But we're not gonna.
It's because of the town we live in. Getting to a cinema is just such like a
fucking
an effort.
It's like a 4 hour wait at least to get to.
It's like you have to dedicate most of a day to it, effectively, instead of like just fucking walk there, like 5-minute bus journey or whatever.
And none of us actually own a car, so we have to run a line of other people. So
it's just getting buses and that's
it's such a pain in the ass,
expensive.
Because again, we're not like it's not like getting a bus in London, where it's regular all the time. go straight there. Here
I mean, it's
like,
pretty regular. It's like every
but it's
every 20
longer
minutes
time,
of
yeah.
Bus.
Yeah,
We've got to walk there, get the bus, walk to the cinema, see it, then do it all again.
exactly. I know.
It's too hard. If you had a car, it'd be easier. But we
Like,
don't
I
really
wish
do
there
that
was
now,
just a
but it is.
cinema, because I would just get one of those passes and just go and see like every movie, basically, even the shit ones, maybe. You know,
Yeah.
just
You
to
have
be
an
relevant,
obsession with
I guess.
watching
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
movies.
But because then when you see movies like just one movie, it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what, £8 a ticket?
£15 to see
Yeah,
an IMAX.
I think. What is it like? $9-10 in America.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So it's
is
not
fair.
too bad for them. For us though,
It's like £5 fucking 70.
yeah.
It was pretty cheap in like Europe as well to go there. It's like
Yeah.
€6 or some bullshit.
I guess everything's
cheap.
just super expensive here.
Well,
Yeah.
we do live in England, Alex. Just remember that.
So speaking of movies and trailers and things, the recent
Yeah.
phenomenon, I guess,
Yeah.
of internet bandwagoning is the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare
And Battlefield 1.
trailer. Well, specifically the Infinite Warfare trailer getting over 2 million dislikes. Has 20 million views, I think.
Is it the most disliked video yet?
I
Ghostbusters actually had loads.
think the COD video probably has more
Yeah.
vitriol being thrown towards it. But
For like no reason.
here's the thing, though. When we made our little video about just the Infinite Warfare trailer, at the time,
It was just kind of normal.
yeah, it hadn't. The Battlefield 1 trailer, I don't think had come out yet.
No.
So it was just another COD trailer. People were watching it. But for some reason, when this Battlefield 1 trailer came out, it
spurred
sparked
people.
this weird, like, suddenly, oh, COD is the worst thing ever. Let's
kill it with our Battlefield now.
yeah, let's use our keyboard warrior powers to dislike the video.
It's just a Battlefield 1 circle jerk. They've gone... It's insane.
No, do you remember though? I don't know what year it was. The year Battlefield 3 came out.
Yeah.
Versus Modern Warfare 3.
It pretty much the same thing happened, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They meta-bombed each other's scores on Metacritic. The comments were just awful. It was people like warring against the whichever
let's be honest,
franchise they're
boys.
allegiant to.
They were both pretty crap.
Yeah.
In the end, it was just like, what are you
I don't know.
doing?
Battlefield 3 was
pointless.
alright, really, but
Battlefield
After,
3 was
like,
probably better than Modern
yeah,
Warfare 3.
Battlefield 3 was
But
way better than Modern.
the fact of the matter is, it's like,
Yeah.
when
Why'd you
did
care?
people... Why was it Infinite Warfare that sparked this suddenly? Because every year a Call of Duty comes out, there's nothing like uniquely shit about this one.
No.
It's just expected.
Well, yeah, it's just,
there's
the problem
nothing...
is they've been doing the same thing a little too long now. And people are a bit like, okay,
Is that what it is, though? Is it just like
Yeah.
a flat line and then suddenly people decide, nah, can't be doing this? Is
Well,
it
it's
not
just
just a
'cause, like-
reaction to the Battlefield
Well,
trailer?
because they've been doing it since, hang on, let's see, what came out before Black Ops 2?
Ghosts?
No, it
Ghost.
came out after.
No,
Was it?
Ghost. Ghost did, yeah. Ghost came out after Black Ops 2 and before Black Ops 2
Black
was...
Ops 2 was futury, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was partly.
Which was the one that started going all future?
Black Ops 2 started it.
Yeah.
Ghost was in the same type of like bracket of
Yeah.
like...
And they haven't
futuristic.
gone back since then.
No, and I think people are kind of fed up.
I was convinced that Infinite Warfare or whatever
I thought it was going to be
was
the
going
biggest
to
selling
go back to basics.
one. Well, I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the biggest selling one, but now I'm not so sure. I
It's
can
still
see-
going to sell.
I can see a lot of people lots of people are just like, yeah, COD 4, but then I can also imagine a lot of people just being like, yeah, COD 4. I liked it in
Yeah.
the day, but
Well,
it's,
I was
it's had
talking
its day.
to Craig in fucking supermarket,
Yeah.
and he was one of those people that's saying just want COD 4. So he'll be that's the audience that they're going to win over.
Yeah. But then
With
there's
that move.
going to be again, there's another audience split off from that the COD 4 audience.
Yeah.
Just like the ones I said about.
The
That's
question
gonna
is
be like,
more of
I played it in 2007. or
does this many dislikes mean anything? Do you think?
No,
No.
not at all.
I don't think.
Justin
yeah,
Bieber, baby, has lots of dislikes, but he's a fucking millionaire. So
I don't
He-
think it
yeah.
affects the game's bottom line at
no,
all.
not at all.
Because
Like,
I think
the game doesn't even look terrible. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
that
sure, I'm
is the
sick
thing.
of fucking jetpacks
Yeah.
in Call of Duty, but you know,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what was the one with Kevin Spacey in?
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced
that was like
Warfare.
notoriously
Yeah.
shite. That's one
Like-
that quite a few COD fans will agree on just being bollocks.
Like, since that one, they've all just kind of merged into this same grey, browny COD shit
apart
in
from
my head.
well, the only one that stood out was Black Ops 3 because it had
Mhm.
a bright palette,
Yeah.
yeah,
and people like that one. They
Yeah.
quite like this game.
it's just like
Zombies are
Sense
pretty
is that
good.
It's all right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's still the expected,
shit.
obvious COD thing every single time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm annoyed that if I want to play COD 4 again, which I kind of do,
No, listen.
because I got friends that are going to be playing it, and I kind of want to play with them.
A few months after Infinite Warfare comes out, they're
It'll
going
go-
to re-release it solo, for sure.
But it'll
Because
still be like
what
a
they're
full
doing
release.
is they when they see like a slight dip in sales at all is when they'll release
COD 4.
COD 4 by
And the
itself.
sales will just go up again.
So like, yeah, I don't think the dislikes is gonna. I don't think it represents or affects
Well, there'll be
anything.
loads of people trading their CODs in. As soon as I hear about, because we're quite on the ball about what's happening. As soon as I heard, perhaps that fucking, COD 4 is just being released on its own, my Infinite Warfare copy would be just at shop gone.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't care.
That's true.
That's
Actually,
20 quid back. I don't give a
unless,
shit.
do you think they'd do something like put it on the same disc, or would
Well,
it be a
people-
code, or
There was something that fucking Ali A did. It was obviously just clickbait horse shit, and there
Yeah.
was no like merit to what he was saying. But I understand. He's got to make a living. And he saw an opportunity. Look at what we're doing. But the point is, it was that what if like they make it so that you need Infinite Warfare to play COD 4? That you have to like perhaps you launch
Yeah.
COD 4 through. The
Yeah,
Infinite
that's what I'm
Warfare.
saying,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
Ali A like said about it. And I can see them doing that. Not to say that they are doing it. It's just
Yeah, we
that
don't know.
if we've considered it, they have considered it.
Yeah.
Why can't
Well,
I say that word?
considered it?
Considered it too.
They know for certain. They know exactly what they're doing. Activision, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they've definitely
They-
thought about it.
They are very good with business strategy in particular.
Well, hence why they've put Modern Warfare with Infinity Warfare.
And this
Exactly,
is only
They
the
know
beginning.
it's going to sell.
Modern Warfare 2 will be next. Black
Yeah.
Ops 1.
Is this going to be the new trend? Because
No, I think I heard a rumor. Can't guarantee it's true that the Modern Warfare trilogy is going to come to the Xbox One, PS4. I don't think
What,
that's going
solo?
to happen.
Well,
The trilogy.
I don't think
just
anyone
all
cares
three.
about 3. People will just be playing 1 and 2
Yeah.
constantly.
3 was shit. End of.
I mean, 3 wasn't like awful. It was just sort of like a worse version of the previous 2.
yeah.
yeah,
Like when Modern Warfare 2 improved on COD 4.
it was kind of like
Modern Warfare
it was
3
kind of
just
like
kind
Modern Warfare 2.5, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Instead of
So it
being
was
a
So
just
like
so
not quite
much
as
more
good because
fun.
there was too much going on.
yeah.
And it was nothing felt. It was just
And it was
okay.
just unbalanced. It really was. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the FM?
But wasn't Modern Warfare
Came
2
back.
unbalanced?
Yeah.
That was
They were
bullshit.
fucked.
They had the
Yeah.
range of a sniper as well. They just fucking
Yeah.
I just find it interesting the way certain things get jumped on when there's always like actual bad shit being released, or
Yeah.
like things that you should be getting mad about maybe,
Yeah.
but it's like the COD trailer because it's Call of Duty, and I don't think it is going to affect.
The likelihood is I'm going to buy this one.
hmm
I bought
Because
the
of
last
COD,
one
yeah.
and then I got rid of it immediately. So I didn't lose any money. It's not like,
Yeah.
I bought Advanced Warfare, hated it.
Oh,
Fucking hated it.
yeah.
I was convinced I
horrible.
might quite like that one as well.
That had a lot of pay to win though.
Yeah,
They're sneaking it in more and more into each
Yeah.
one, I think.
They have on Black Ops 3. They've added all those really good guns that you can only get through the
Yeah,
supply crates.
crypto shit.
Yeah.
yeah. But the point is, like, you can hate COD as much as you want. Like, I'm not a fan of it. It does nothing for me. But I would never say they're like badly made games.
No.
There's always a certain level of
Yeah.
quality to them. They run well.
They always look good.
They're not like, yeah, they always look good.
I remember Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. I was like, damn.
Mhm.
That did look
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Back
and
in
there's
the day.
and they always include a lot of content too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always
There's always a campaign. There's a full
It's like
campaign.
a
Yeah.
full thing. There is as a package.
Yeah.
It's very complete. It's very
Yeah, so
wholesome.
being
You're
fair,
satisfied.
The game, I'm sure, is going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I can't see it being. It's just like filler, isn't it? Each year there's a new one. You know exactly how it's going to feel, play. You know exactly
It's
what
because they
everything's
don't-
going to be.
They're not because of the COD player mentality as well. This is the other problem.
Mhm.
The COD games aren't built to last longer than a year.
No.
No.
Because they just can't. They literally can't do it because of the COD player mentality and the way the games are made to be like fast fucking action
Yeah.
shit. So the development
be
has to
refreshed
reflect
often.
the game. It has to reflect.
It's like a planned
The way it is.
redundancy.
Yeah.
They build into it. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a question of like, is this just like the internet keyboard warrior thing of it's
Yeah.
not going to affect anything?
I mean, we'll see, won't we? Because COD hasn't made the waves it used to. Not for years.
But it's still always in like one of the
Yeah.
most played games. It
But,
always
like-
sells really well. They're not losing any bank.
the media doesn't talk about it anymore. They don't care.
They did in.
It's because,
Modern
like,
Warfare 2.
everyone-
Yeah, that was the last time they did.
It's because
That was
it's
it.
in everyone's heads now. They know there's going to be a new one every year. They know when to expect it when it comes out. It's not like a dip thing like Halo.
No.
It's
They
just
really
more of a
gotta fucking
constant
get their
thing.
act
It's
together.
just the
Halo.
general public just know it. It's just there.
Everyone knows Call of
Nobody
Duty.
gets
They know the
excited
name.
about it or anything like
Yeah.
that.
At least they've moved away from the like purposeful like drama
Controversy
stuff.
thing.
Controversy, yeah.
Executing civilians.
And
And
the worst one was in Modern Warfare 3.
which one was? Oh, the
It
kid.
was like a
blown
kid.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's like-
van. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can imagine people in a boardroom being like, "We need this scene where this shocking thing happens."
In London, because
Yeah.
the British public are bound to get
No,
the
wasn't that
most
scene in
upset about
Paris,
this
though?
one.
I didn't play it. I don't know.
London.
I just remember seeing about
Yeah,
that.
it was outside of an underground
That was
station.
just a mission in Paris.
Yeah, it was the end of like one of the underground station missions or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And then there was the press X to pay respects or whatever.
In
It's like,
Advanced Warfare.
fuck you.
Advanced Warfare, yeah.
Yeah, that was advanced.
that was dumb.
I never played that game, so I wouldn't know.
Shit. In happier news, Mass Effect Andromeda set for an early 2017 release.
Is it?
I'm
Early.
quite glad they've given it more time because they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
planning to release it at the end of this year.
Yeah.
I still don't know much about that.
Well, we
Is
don't.
it-
They
is
haven't-
it-
yeah.
E3 we will.
Yeah, they'll show it.
Is
looking forward to
the,
that.
the basics, is it like a different
A different
universe?
It's basically-
Andromeda Galaxy is a completely separate galaxy.
It's completely removed from the previous
actual, yeah.
trilogy
Isn't it
like-
in terms of story, but the universe is like the same.
So we're gonna have Reapers at some point.
I don't know if there'll be
Not
Reapers, there'll be
necessary,
something
but
different.
Like,
there'll be law there for
In
it.
2 billion years' time or more than that, whatever, the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way Galaxy are going to just like collide and sort of merge.
What in real life?
Yeah, that's actually going to happen. I just don't know the time frame.
God.
Obviously, it's an insane amount of time.
Yeah, we'll be fucking
Completely
dead long for that,
incomprehensible
so.
to humans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to
And
happen.
it'll be really slow, surely. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
be, it
going to
wouldn't
be a
be
really,
like
really slow merge, and then eventually, though, obviously the people will speed up dramatizations of it to show you what will
Yeah.
happen, and it's like neat.
yeah.
Great.
So there you go. There's some
And maybe we'll be
fun shit for you.
dino humans by then.
Maybe we'll just all
You never
be
know.
dead. Earth will probably be destroyed by then.
Yeah.
Might just be dust.
So speaking of the that trailer getting like dislike bombs,
Infinite Warfare. Not
Yeah.
Infinite Warfare. Battlefield 1 has lots of likes.
Battlefield 1 is the one
But
everyone's rallying for.
Yeah.
That ties into the Infinite Warfare thing and
I
what
think it's
happened
because
with
this one-
Battlefield 3.
What COD hasn't captured for a long time now is the mud grit kind of shit. Not
Yeah.
like gritty as in limbs get ripped off, but
Yeah.
like the mud.
The basics of which
yeah.
war just
Yeah.
just
The,
flat out.
yeah.
the stuff you immediately think of
Yeah.
war. And what you immediately think of is World War
Tanks.
1 and 2.
mud,
Yeah.
guns, pretty much.
That's
Or-
about as
or
war
even,
as it gets.
like
Fucking
desert
Afghanistan and
warfare.
shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
Vietnam.
Mhm.
That to me is what I thought they were gonna, I thought it was going to be Vietnam. I thought Battlefield
should've
1
been.
was going to
It's
be
just it
Vietnam.
looks so generic.
Battlefield 1?
Really no Infinite Warfare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really
But
generic
it's become
science
that
fiction.
horrible grounded future the COD
Yeah.
grounded future
Yeah.
thing. I was talking about
There's
this.
there's
with
like
my
a
friend.
difference between the grounded future of Blade Runner
Yeah.
and the grounded
Yeah,
future
exactly. Because I
of
was thinking, like, is that fair? And then I was like, I have to specify COD grounded future.
yeah.
Because yeah.
But it's like it's fantastical, but at the same time it's really dull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just big spaceships. You're in your little spaceship thing that's really generic. There's no character or personality to anything, and you know there's going to be no characters or
Mhm.
personality. Like in Black Ops 3 in the campaign,
I mean,
I
this
can't
one
remember anything
isn't
about
it
it.
like you're in your ship, but then you're in the air. You can do what you want in
Yeah.
your ship or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, I guess neat enough. But like,
Yeah,
it's the fucking campaign. No one cares. They just need. I don't know what they need to do, but it needs to. It's not this.
I
But
thought
they,
for sure.
they have the money to make mistakes, so they
That's
know
true.
they can.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were gonna
They'll come back.
go back to
They'll
World
fucking
War One or
bounce right
something.
back next year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whose turn is it? Sledgehammer. Oh shit! They made Advanced Warfare.
Maybe that'll be the one that goes back.
No, I don't see that company doing it though, personally, because they haven't ever done anything like that.
They did Modern Warfare 3, and they did Advanced Warfare. Yeah.
But Advanced Warfare was just adding on to the future thing.
I think if COD wants to get it back, they can't do World War 1 now, because Battlefield's just fucking...
Well, Battlefield, yeah, has claimed it.
they need to go
Well,
back.
the game will be long in production by now because there are 3 studios.
This
Yeah.
is ridiculous. There's Infinite... Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, and...
Treyarch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Treyarch's the only properly good one.
So
that's ever made
these
something
games
good.
are in production for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're well-made
It's like
games.
a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way of, like, if you're going to do it this way, unlike Assassin's Creed where they can barely get the games out in time.
And they're broken when they do.
Yeah. Yeah, these
So
games
they're
are
taking a
actually
year
polished.
off to get some shit done.
So do you think there's a difference between the way the COD trailer was disliked and the way the Ghostbusters trailer was disliked?
It's a different group of people altogether. Like
Mhm.
the Ghostbusters dislike trailer is way more accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the COD trailer. is.
And
The
it's
COD
more
trailer is
about-
like people will be like, okay, whatever.
It's more about, with the Ghostbusters one, the fact that it's a recognizable franchise and name
Mm-hmm.
sort of being...
Like recognizable to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, everyone knows
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
and they know all the
But
shit.
not everyone, like we say everyone knows COD, but not everyone will know it. There'll be people just be like, what's that?
Well, like, yeah. I think with that one, it might actually reflect how the film is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it is a mediocre film, the critics will pan it.
An initial, and then it'll fucking drop
Yeah,
so hard.
yeah.
And that'll
When
be it.
everyone is like, this film sucks and was dumb. If it is, I just can't see it being one of those ones where it's like, it's a surprise hit sort of thing.
Yeah, no way.
Unless there's this weird wave of like, wow, all the men hate it because it's all women.
Not
so
because
let's
it's like
let's
a
rally
badly
together.
made film
Yeah.
or anything. That
I
isn't
don't know.
funny.
I don't fucking know, man. And then of course, speaking of video games, movies and shit, the Assassin's Creed movie trailer just dropped.
Shit.
Yeah, not a good trailer. Don't like it.
But with this one, no one. It's doing fine. Like the trailer in terms of reception, it seems like people seem to be into it. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose.
I was. It was one of those times where I got virtually no reaction from it, which is a shame because I'd almost rather get pissed off by it than be completely
like
disinterested.
neutral on it, just like.
Yeah, because like the Ghostbusters trailer, I thought was so bad that it pissed me off. But this was just like, God, I can't even be bothered to
Yeah.
muster a reaction.
Yeah, and then when the logo came on, it was really just like
Yeah,
that way they do logos now. Where
Yeah.
it like falls in. It's like
Yeah.
kind of slick, shiny,
Mhm.
animated. And I was that for me was just really sealed all of it together for
Yeah.
me. Like the last.
I was
bit.
just getting loads of
Yeah.
vibes about like the Prince of Persia movie from years
I
ago.
was just getting that shit generic Hollywood thing from
Yeah.
it. Just like
Yeah.
Just like
Big
name
name,
plus whatever
actor.
plus actor equals
Yeah.
trying to sell a thing. People know what the hidden blades are. People like Michael Fassbender. They know about jumping into hay bales.
I thought he was playing Altair in this one.
No, it's
Yeah.
He's in both, isn't he? Because you see him in that fucking Animus thing, and then it cuts to inside the Animus, and it's him.
Yeah, no, but that's not Altair. It's the wrong time.
No, he's not. He's not playing
He's-
Altair.
Yeah, but I thought he was playing Altair. I thought that was that. 'cause
No,
it
I
was
think
credited-
it
was listed as him being Altair.
Oh really?
Yeah,
What
for
is-
ages.
I
What
think
period
it's something
is it set
different.
Yeah,
in?
it's someone different.
Because it doesn't seem
It's
to
like
be.
500 years ago.
It's not Renaissance Italy.
No, it's
No.
like 500 years ago.
The first Assassin's Creed wasn't Renaissance in Italy anyway.
No, it
That
the
was
Crusades
obviously-
in
yeah, the
like
Crusades.
1100s.
But when the trailer seems more Crusades than anything else, it seems like that type of area.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense because she says something about him being 500 years like in the past or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like
My favorite part was the way they Hollywood movied up the Animus.
Yeah,
Instead of the
being a
Animus
table
being just a
anymore.
simple table you lie down on.
they have to overcomplicate it.
It's this
fucking
fucking huge robot arm that has him strapped in.
and it grabs him and flings
pulls
him
him
up
into
in
the air.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah,
What was the song? that was in that
unspectacular.
trailer
It was a
again?
Kanye
West
song.
It was
Yeah.
horrible.
What was it?
I can't remember which one it was.
I think it was "I Am a God," wasn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was like it was
Where it
such
starts
a
with this
generic
really
trailer.
loud, dum 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 dum, just bass like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was such a generic trailer though.
Yeah.
I remember nothing from it
Yeah.
apart from some vague Assassin's Creed imagery.
No, I just remember the Animus bit because it was
It just
stuck
sucked.
out.
The whole
But people
trailer
seem to
sucked.
like it, and it's a shame because Michael Fassbender's a super good actor,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm sure he's given nothing to do with. No, yeah, whatever,
Yeah, nothing to work with.
nothing to work with.
And I've got loads of subjects, by the way.
But-
I think
Yeah.
the notifications have gone insane.
continuing on that, I don't think it's gonna be a mediocre movie.
Is it going to do well? Is anyone going to
I
fucking
think
care?
I think critics. It's going to be one of those ones that gets like a 30 on Metacritic because
You reckon?
critics will go into this one like,
It's
a video game movie.
well, yeah, and it won't impress them. Like if it
No.
was good, they'd be like, they'd be with something like this, they'd be more willing to be turned around because they want to be impressed, but they just know they won't be.
Yeah,
Because I had the
that's
exact
weird
same
because
feeling.
wait, when is it coming out?
Next
Year, is it?
December this year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's fucking the World of Warcraft movie is coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that,
That's
all
two
the video game
movies.
movies have been shit so far. Do I
They're-
have faith
they're
in
only-
these two? Yeah, I do. I have faith in the
Really?
Assassin's
Actually-
Creed and World of Warcraft.
Why?
The World of Warcraft one doesn't look that shit.
The Assassin's Creed one does look shit.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed
one looks
does, but
just-
disgustingly mediocre.
Yeah.
just
Which
like,
won't help the cause at all. We've had so many video game movies that are that
I can't wait
already.
for something I care about to get video game movies.
hmm
Halo, Mass Effect, just killed in an instant for me.
God, I wish that Halo movie was a thing.
that wasn't that
Yeah.
trailer from like 2000 and
The one directed
Seven?
by Neil.
Well, Neil Blomkamp was going to direct the movie with Peter Jackson producing
that would have been a really good movie.
Yeah,
Thinking
then
about
it
it.
fell through.
because of
What was that?
Microsoft
Yeah.
being greedy.
GG Microsoft.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Imagine how much money they could have made.
Oh, Neil Blomkamp on his fucking Instagram
has imagery and
He
stuff
has
on
like pre-production work of models and stuff, and it looked really cool.
That one video of like 9 minutes is still really just cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Really
that was sort of test footage, I think.
Yeah.
Landfall.
Yeah.
Really fucking good.
And they have all those ODST helmets being made, and all the guns being made, and warthogs and shit. And I was like,
Grenades.
you did all this.
Yeah.
You should have gone for.
Yeah.
Should have.
Fucking Microsoft.
Yeah.
That was in a
Because
different
they're
era
so
for them.
protective of Halo.
Well, if they'd spoken to like present day Microsoft, it would have happened.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
But back then, I think they were a little bit big for
You
their
couldn't do
boots.
it now anyway.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's too far past the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Now it's so contrived and there's so much shit for you to wrap your head around that you just couldn't do it. I don't think.
They just have to make a movie about
Yeah.
the old Halo.
I really want a Dead Space movie. Like a really stylish, really awesome Dead Space movie.
Would
I
there be
wouldn't have
like kind of a
hope in
gimmicky thing, or not gimmicky, but like a way they film it in so that it is like not over the shoulder, but so they make it quite close and intimate for you, so you feel like
Yeah.
you're being
Just
fucking
like
film
Dead
it.
Space 1.
Film it in a claustrophobic style.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like the video game, like the Doom movie, where there's just
Yeah,
that sequence where they're in first person for
yeah.
ages.
If they would do that though, they can't. They'd
No, they
have
could-
to just stick to Dead
There's so
Space
much
1 as
fucking
reference.
cool shit. Yoshimura, just the imagery.
Well,
yeah.
just thinking about the atmosphere, the music,
Mhm.
as long as it didn't go all schlocky and stupid,
Yeah, they can make a really good horror movie out of that.
it could be like an atmospheric, basically ripping off Alien.
Yeah, and release
3,
it
2, 1,
at
record.
Halloween, advertise it in a fucking terrible way.
Yeah.
And they make loads of money, and the film would still be good as well
Yeah.
for once.
Yeah.
It's the same. There was going to be a Bioshock movie as well, but they only wanted to make it because it was the guy who did fucking Pirates of the Caribbean,
I don't know. What, the actor?
the director.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
He was the one who was trying to get it made, I believe, and they were trying to make it an 18, like a hard R, I think, because you can't really do any of that without that.
Yeah.
And it just turned out
Gore Verbinski.
it was just going to be too expensive a movie because it's all underwater, it's all mad sets. You
Yeah.
just couldn't pull it off.
It would be difficult.
And now Bioshock isn't a recognizable name enough. Dead Space definitely isn't.
Mm-hmm.
They've both just gone
The ship
downhill
has
pretty
sailed
much.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason the World of Warcraft one is because again it's one of the recognizable names
Yeah,
and it still has
that
a huge
game. Do
player
you know how
base.
long that game's been out for? Fucking years.
It's over a decade, isn't it?
It's like
What?
2001 or something.
World of Warcraft.
Ages.
That's one of those
And
ones.
one of it was like in production for ages. They didn't think it was going to happen, and then he managed
Yeah.
to do it.
It's got a good director,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it would be because there's like the studio interference, there's Blizzard's possible interference. You don't know where it might fall apart in the end. But
I have a tiny bit of faith in it. I'll just say that.
I'm sure it'll be
I
like a
have
fine.
More optimism for that than do Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Well, because the thing is, World of Warcraft might have some good stories.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. I've never played any
There's
of
a
them.
lot of lore there, so there's a lot
Exactly.
I can go into.
But whereas Assassin's Creed has always had terrible
What about when
storytelling.
Destiny gets movied?
Oh god,
God.
it just won't. It's not going to happen. It's
Yeah,
too.
no,
It's
Activision-
too video gaming.
Activision don't even bother with that, do they?
No,
They don't care.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a COD movie yet. Actually,
because they released that film, a film comic called Act of Valor that was like pretty much like
It pretty
a COD
mu- yeah.
movie. And I think Activision looked at that and were like, yeah, let's just not bother trying.
didn't-
No,
That-
I think
that
because
movie didn't do
Activision
well,
is
though.
so obsessed with high profit margins, and there's not high enough profit margin with a movie
movies, yeah.
for it to be worth it for them. Because ideally, what you want with the movie is to inspire
So that's the thing. Though,
toys.
Activision are like the evil that they are now. They're kind of trapped being it because of how many games they have going on, how much money each one of them
Yeah.
takes to make, how much money they expect each one to make.
Yeah.
It's just like they're just stuck doing it
Yeah.
forever now.
Well, a long time ago,
Until
they they had the middle tier games. They had Prototype.
Yeah.
They're all dead now, pretty much.
A couple of others.
Guitar
like-
Hero, all that.
Yeah, and they just
They
cut them
killed-
out because
yeah.
they didn't have the numbers
They
for
they
them
wanted
to.
them.
So they took those studios and they made them make Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like when you really look at it as a cold business decision,
It makes perfect.
it
sense.
makes perfect sense. But
'Cause
then
it's
when
all
you think
about
about the like
heart and
art
soul.
side of it,
Yeah.
which is weird because EA did the flip.
Yeah, and they've started pumping out shit.
Because
that-
EA got such a bad rap for the longest time around the Mass Effect 3
and now
thing.
like they're still making money, and
Yeah.
they're still profitable, and they
Mhm.
have lots of good games.
There is a balance, I
Yeah.
think, that could be. I think it's down to like the CEO and what their
Well, EA CEO is
direction.
like not a cunt now, or whatever.
it was the guy who used
EA
to
have
run
made
Xbox.
a massive turnaround though recently. They've made a massive turnaround.
hmm
They,
Yeah.
they brought in
'Cause,
the like online pass. They killed that as well.
Mm-hmm.
They've
Because like, they've
changed.
got
Oh yeah.
the online pass. Oh, that was
Yeah,
awful.
but it came with Battlefield 3. Was it the
Yeah.
first? That was fucking shit. You had to buy £8.
That way,
Oh, shit.
if the pre-owned market, they'd still make some money.
Dead Space 2 had an online pass.
It was
fucking
awful.
Even on the Uncharted series did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't it the first two?
Well, no,
Second?
Three definitely
Only
did.
the ones with multiplayer, and one didn't have multiplayer.
Yeah.
So it was 2 and 3, and then obviously 4 hasn't.
I remember Resistance had season an online pass.
Mass Effect 2 did. Assaults.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mass Effect
and
3
3
probably
did,
did,
yeah.
Video games are the most fucked with in terms of that kind of shit.
Constantly trying different ideas. I'm glad we finally got past all the awful dumb
Well, now
shit
it's about
ideas.
nickel and diming you once you own the game.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, but that's like completely avoidable now, and usually people boycott games.
Yeah, but it does ruin games. It does fuck games. Like Halo
Fucked
5's
COD, pretty much.
rec system thing. It's just fucked.
Yeah.
But we've talked about video games for so long now.
Yeah, so
What about
that's,
people who don't
no, but
like
we had a
video games?
decent discussion about that
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a first. We never
Yeah, I
Now we can
noticed.
actually. Now that Jim isn't here, the real distraction.
No, it's Jim and James together,
Yeah, that's true.
or you and Jim and only me here. It's like you and Jim together.
So I'll go on Reddit now and find.
The notifications are quite ridiculous.
How ridiculous. They can't
Like-
be as bad as
Well, I
yeast
don't know how
vagina
many
and
I've
period
got.
blood.
This is the
Well,
problem.
the top one is out of all your old video skits you made during the early days before Jar,
Don't.
which was the one you liked the most? Did we ever do anything good?
There was one that we liked, but I can't remember.
No, there was the in-between one where there was some kind of funny shit. The one where Jim like went and got Final Fantasy 13 out of a bin.
Oh, that
With
one,
loads of
that one
farts and
was pretty
shit.
good.
I can't remember what it was called though.
It was
I quite liked Fart Breakfast.
Fart Breakfast was
And
a
the
good
one
one.
with your dad,
Yeah,
the man of the inexplicable fear of clocks or whatever.
yeah.
But all the ones before that were just really shit, and they were all the ones I was
My
in.
favourite was dubstep parkour or whatever. It was making fun of dubstep
That was like the worst thing.
videos.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about these.
That was great.
Dubstep parkour too, though. Didn't even get
Oh my
made.
god.
You lost your iPod when we did that.
And then we had to get it by moving all those fences, all the like construction site
Yeah,
fences.
because there was this big. We just find these fucking
Fields
fields
And
with
like
building
construction
sites, and we just
materials,
go
yeah.
in them, and I'd be like, "This is definitely not like legal," but
and there's like a couple of clips of them still around on the
Yeah,
internet.
no, yeah.
There's the one of you jumping off that fucking
That, like,
big square
yeah.
bit of concrete.
I'm so glad that those are our things instead of like Filthy Frank having his thing where it's like when he spoke normally as himself talking about his seizures, and people just like bring back Joji vlogs all the time.
Oh really?
I'm so glad for us it's something as retarded as that.
It's just,
Yeah.
Instead of like something like that where it's kind of serious and
Mhm.
people,
yeah, it's the time when we were just kids and doing fucking dumb shit.
yeah.
I fucking don't miss them.
Someone
to be
asked
honest.
favorite directors. That's actually like quite a valid sort of thing.
And relevant too.
Yeah, but then we'd end up talking about films for ages.
I don't even know.
I want to
many
answer it now though.
directors.
I'm really bad at favorite directors.
I've got loads though.
Yeah.
David Fincher,
Yeah,
the Coen brothers,
yeah.
Steven
See,
Spielberg.
I just agree with these because yeah,
Christopher Nolan's a good
Yeah. So I
director.
like
I'd
loads
probably
of films by
say Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott's a super good
He
director.
did Black Hawk Down. That's what
He's kind of mixed for me
No, I like that.
because he does some shit, but then he also does like some of the best films of all time, like Alien. I like James Cameron. Aliens.
Mhm.
I can't think right now. He did another really good one. Terminator.
Terminator
Yeah.
2 was his,
Terminator
wasn't
2.
it?
He did both.
Oh,
That's
I
his
thought,
thing.
I thought the first one he wasn't.
No, he did them both.
Oh, there was some change between the two of them. Somebody wasn't involved that was before. or
Yeah,
some
maybe
shit.
probably some
Oh
producer.
no, I was
Yeah,
talking about
I
Alien and
those two.
Aliens. Somebody
Yeah.
else did Aliens,
I
obviously.
feel
That
like
was
I'm
him.
missing a
Yeah.
big one. Those are like my big favorites though, currently. Yeah.
I mean, Scorsese has some good shit.
Scorsese is like, there are some that it's just like, you know.
Everyone knows them as well.
Yeah. What?
Besides me, I
you
can't think
got
of
Giles
directors on
on
top of
Lodge.
my head.
Yeah, so those are some of my favorites currently. But then there are lots of directors I like that just have done only one or two movies, so I
Mhm.
can't think of them right now. Those
Well,
are some of the big ones.
the Ex Machina guy hadn't done like anything, had he? Or was this?
That was his first directorial debut,
Yeah.
I think. He'd written films before, I think.
Mhm.
He was a writer. Well, I like Danny Boyle a lot. He's good. He's done some awesome
Yeah.
films. Yeah, those are the big ones.
I like the person who did Fast and Furious.
Speaking
Jesus
of
Christ.
Ex Machina guy, he's got a film
a
coming up in 2017 called Annihilation with Oscar Isaac,
Oh, really?
Natalie Portman, and some other people. A biologist signs up for a dangerous secret expedition where the laws of nature don't apply. Sci-fi thriller.
Yeah,
because it's him, you'd expect it to
I
be
would,
like good.
maybe because of Star Wars being such a silly success, it's gonna start that spark again.
Sci-fi thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
and with Deadpool doing so well, they won't be scared of the R thing. So maybe there'll be some
actual good movies,
some good science fiction.
What if we get an ultra violent, fucking badass Punisher movie that's just like Dread? Dread again, but
there's been a
Punisher.
Netflix has ordered a Punisher
TV series
show,
so maybe we'll get a movie at the
so
end.
it'll be him. I'd be happy with this.
I mean, if
series.
the show's super violent,
If the show is the quality of the Daredevil
and
show,
super violent, like more violent,
and it's just about him.
I just want more violence.
Well, that is his character.
Exactly.
So,
So they have
him.
to fucking do that.
Someone asked about Daredevil, and it's probably the Marvel thing I like the most.
Yeah.
Because this guy, it's like it goes against the things having no tension, and
Yeah. No, I'm actually actively like, oh fuck, is he gonna make it out of this one? Okay.
Yeah.
Is something gonna happen to him?
Because like I know you don't have to have death and stuff for it to have tension, but there is
death.
There is death in the show, and there is consequence for things.
I just want to notice that we've now gone back to fucking Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Or shows. Fuck.
Look,
That was just one.
Yeah, we've
Okay,
talked about favorite directors, but we didn't really talk about any of them. That's why we just listed them. I said quick fire questions or just normal shit, whatever. I said that in my tweet.
Well, David Fincher, the way he films movies is super stylistic. He's good at making things like almost creepy. He directed the first 2 episodes of House of Cards, and it just set the tone and the way the film. I mean, the show is shot.
It's not. It's like it is a creeping feeling, but it's not like creepy.
Yeah, it's not like a horror movie.
People associate creepy with horror, but it's not like that. It's like you get a creeping, just
foreboding,
uncomfortable sensation.
Foreboding.
Well,
yeah. He always uses Trent Reznor's music, which gets my cock hard.
I'm better at talking about composers and musicians than directors.
Do you want to move on to one of the actual subjects?
No. Let's move on to opinions. Okay. I've had a tweet saying in my draft thread, just someone asked me what my opinions on Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd. I like Anthony Fantano.
Oh yeah,
I got a lot of time for his videos.
Yeah.
They're good.
He's
The Needle Drop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he reviews music.
Yeah, he's good. There you go. I might release that tweet or something later.
I like that. Yeah, I like him as well.
Okay. All right. This is actually the last one because we've probably got some shit on Reddit. Does peanut butter go in like the cupboards? They said pantry, but whatever. In the cupboards or the fridge? It goes in the cupboards.
Cupboards, right?
Fridge.
I knew James would say fridge.
Why fridge?
Everyone I know is like a cupboard guy, like for their peanut butter.
Sure, doesn't fridge change consistency though?
Well, I would
Makes it more
hard.
thick.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I just want my peanut butter.
You want it to be able
room
to be
temperature.
spreadable, right?
Yeah. Like
I normally take out like an hour before I use it.
I don't get people putting chocolate in the fridge unless it's melted and you put it in the fridge to go back to like not being melted. Then you put it back in your cupboard.
If it's like warm, doesn't it make it sweat or something? Chocolate does sweat.
But you put it in room temperature. You don't put it in the fridge.
If it's really melted, then yeah.
Because in the fridge, then it's really hard and you just don't enjoy it because you don't get the same flavors because it doesn't warm up in your mouth and it's just like this sucks.
I found out you're supposed to take strawberries out of the fridge a bit of time before you eat them because otherwise it fucks the taste a bit.
Well, yeah,
no, saying that though,
yeah.
Whenever I eat strawberries, I take them out, prepare them. You cut them up, wash them, sugar them.
I guess if
by that time, they're probably fine.
Yeah, the water will be warmer than they are probably in the fridge. Well, I don't know. Whatever.
No, they've never tasted weird to me, so it must be.
So have you got anything good on there? Like actual sort of neato shit, or is it just on the level of what I'm going to find on here?
Oh, someone actually did suggest the Battlefield versus COD debate, and they said, I for one pick Halo Wars, but that's just my opinion. I agree with them.
Yeah,
Halo Wars, yeah. Halo Wars 2.
I actually said
Halo Wars 2!
Oh my god, all of us are Halo Wars fans here.
We don't
Jim's
even...
Yes, we can actually talk about
Jim
it.
hates Halo Wars.
Halo Wars is the best fucking game.
It is great.
Just to spite Jim.
Yeah. Fuck Jim.
We played that game so much. Did we all get a general on it?
Yeah, you got to general.
I'm a
But then you're
double,
powered.
triple general.
Yeah.
James, so this is the question that was directed at you.
Yeah.
It was expand on how Fallout New Vegas is better than 4,
How can we not do this?
and how the rest is just quickly.
I just prefer, to me, atmosphere. I just prefer New Vegas to 4. I don't like 4. There's some things I don't get along with. I just prefer New Vegas pretty much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Basically.
I'm kind of hoping that I don't have that same feeling with the next Elder Scrolls. I don't want that.
That'd be lame.
I'd be really just like, oh.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go into it wanting to really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I like Fallout 4. I played Fallout 3. It didn't move me, but Skyrim did.
It might have been a place and time
Fallout
thing.
3 is pretty fucking like bollocks.
Horrible to play.
It's horrible to play.
I love New Vegas, but I wouldn't go back to play it now. Too horrible to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The game's broken. You can't. If you go into VATS, it just doesn't work, and it just stares at the screen for like 30 minutes. I would not play it again. even though I love it. Like,
Are you sick of the term sellout? That's one of these questions. As in, like,
you sold out.
Like, say if we did a promotional thing for fucking Audible.
A promotion, if you sell T-shirts, if you do anything involving
You're
money,
only a
making
sellout if
profit.
it compromises your, like, it contradicts something you believe in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
if it's
So if I was like, I am a fucking Labour Party guy, but then the Conservatives offered me something to sell Conservative T-shirts, and I did that, that made me a sellout.
yeah,
Because I sold out I'm selling out your beliefs.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I don't believe in not making money. I believe in making money.
it's about compromising your integrity, where
Yeah.
like
But people's perception of integrity is different. Like, it can be, if I have the integrity to do this to survive,
yeah.
or whatever, yeah. But then it's also, some people, it's like having the integrity to go without. But
No, it's like how does selling T-shirts or having a Patreon like affect anything?
Yeah.
If we had a Patreon, it would maybe improve the quality of the videos.
Yeah, we'd spend it on computers so we can actually edit stuff by ourselves at home.
That's
blah, blah, blah.
yeah. Like,
We're not going to just pocket and go to fucking Domino's and order
Well,
7 boxes of cookies.
Yeah. No,
17 boxes.
The reason the Patreon money exists is so you can use your own money
yeah.
on your.
It's always
instead of having to put it into
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's just, Patreon will help us if we do
Yeah.
eventually.
There's always the split though, isn't it? It's like a complete down the middle split, because there are people that are like, I like what you do, I want to support what you do.
Yeah.
How can I support you directly?
Yeah.
That's
And
what
then
it's
there
for.
are people that are like, I like what you do. I don't think you fucking deserve
I think
that.
what is important though is making sure that when you do have ways like merchandise or Patreon, that your original thing that people are supporting stays the same.
Yeah.
As in, you don't bar things off or gate things off particularly. I'm not crazy about that.
Like, if we were to do Patreon, would we have Patreon rewards?
I think Patreon rewards are fine. It's as an extra thing.
Yeah.
But
we shouldn't give them exclusive.
if you're like, if you
exclusive
start
content.
saying you can only listen to the JARCAST
Yeah.
if you
That's-
give us money on
that's
Patreon.
like
I would
something
never
up with
do
that.
that early access thing.
No.
I'm not a believer in that.
You just do like extra videos behind the
No, I've
scenes.
said
of
that
us
though.
pissing
What
about
if I
or
end up
something.
doing it? I'll convince myself. I don't
And
want to.
someone will
do
take the clip and be like, "Oi,
Yeah.
hypocrite."
I don't want to do it. All right.
yeah, hypocrite's another word.
But if
people
we
actually
were-
throw around.
No, it would interrupt the schedule too greatly for us to do something like that.
Yeah.
You'd have to do the 2 in one
'Cause
week
obviously-
and then split it.
Me and Jim obviously work, so yeah, we can only really do it this week, so that's impossible. Would it?
Yeah,
And
But,
if you were to do the Patreon, I'd just say the reward would be like just behind the scenes stuff. Of us
yeah,
Yeah.
dicking about. and
But I
maybe
kind of like
skit.
releasing it anyway.
yeah.
I don't want to take anything away from people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got to be you giving them something extra.
yeah.
Yeah.
That they never would have got anyway.
Yeah.
Is I think the important bit.
Mhm.
But
We've got to do a lot of planning into it, so it'll happen in a few months.
it just joined this whole the sellout thing. It's like, you're a hypocrite. Your content is cringy. It's like, it's just one of those words, isn't it?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
soon as
It's
they
buzzword.
But then they forget about it and you don't care because whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's that.
What the heck?
What-
I'm
what-
just scroll-
going on?
why does Twitter do that? When you're scrolling up through
And you get one
notifications,
notification and it pulls you up.
and it takes me all the way up to the top. Yeah.
No, I've got a problem on my Twitter because obviously I have my tablet at home and I take my phone to go sign check Twitter.
Yeah.
If there's a certain amount of tweets, it says load more.
Yeah.
It won't load more anymore, so I can't see any tweet beyond that.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah, so that's why I said I put on Twitter about how I can't see fan art of people tweeting me because I just
yeah.
can't. It just
yeah.
doesn't work.
That's the thing, actually.
So I apologise for that if I don't
Yeah.
acknowledge
When
fan art.
it gets to a point where you get so much shit in your notifications where it just kind of breaks, so I don't
Yeah.
see everything.
Same.
So the way I see fan art is
by
by going
seeing-
on Jim's account mostly.
I just get it by
Yeah,
other
I don't-
people applying
yeah.
to the artist. And
I
that's
don't
when I'll
always
find
see it. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll just be looking at like Jim's feed and be like, oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
this. I better like that.
And it's the
Pretty
same
often,
with like
every other day.
it gets to a point where you get so many messages and things that are like really nice, and you just can't interact with all of them or not, because some people write really long, like passionate things,
I don't
and
get it. I'll cry.
you just can't. You can't write a big paragraph back because that would be all you do every day.
Yeah, you have to.
And it's just
kind of
like-
block some of it out.
Yeah, like it is appreciated.
We
We
do
don't always
appreciate
see
that.
it.
We're not.
It's just
assholes, we
it's
do
just
appreciate
impossible to get through all of it. You know.
it. And it's just going to get worse as we go. If
I know.
the more we grow, the more we can't
Yeah.
do it. Because now Ruben and I, we're both pretty active on Twitter, and even Jim. But
Yeah.
as time goes, we're not going to be able to do that as often
Mhm.
because it's just Ruben's going to uni.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I'll
Yeah.
probably still always be on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's shit.
I'm working, so
Like,
it's like
it won't be like me replying to people. It'll just be like me putting an obnoxious picture of something I'm doing
Yeah.
on Twitter.
so it's just that it's gonna die like over time. The interaction is gonna fade, but we're still gonna appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, I still
all the stuff.
interact with people, though, and stuff. Like, it's just a matter of, don't be a fucking memer. Don't just say, hi, daddy, or whatever.
Yeah. Say something to me that I might actually care about.
If you have a genuine question, I'm much more likely to
Reply
Answer
to it.
that.
reply. Yeah.
Fuck.
Ruben!
Trying to open the cupboard with my foot.
What is your general...
It can't.
Why are you
open.
trying to open... The fucking thing's in the way. That's why
Yeah,
we're
I know.
open.
The second time I did, I can't see that, can I? Because my legs are in the way. And then when I got this far and I was looking.
I saw it. I just didn't mean to say
Yeah.
anything about it.
Favorite album this year so far? I've been asked.
I haven't listened to any this year.
I've just been listening to a lot of things that already exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Favorite album this year then is probably, I don't know, a Moon-Shaped Pool by Radiohead, and that came out just the other day.
Well, there we go. My favorite album I've listened to this year is the Future Islands one.
But that didn't come out this year.
Yeah, no, but whatever. I was changing the question to suit
Yeah,
something I could answer.
Well, if someone's going to ask me what my like favorite album was of the past few years, it probably would be just like Singles by Future Islands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was
I'm
just
not
going
into
with
the
one.
music thing, so
What
yeah.
shows are you currently binge watching? Like,
I just finished Daredevil season
I
2,
guess I'm kind of watching Daredevil.
I don't think anyone wants to know my opinion. My
just
things are
slow.
just,
It's just gonna be fucking.
and Always Sunny.
pretty much.
Yeah, I already finished all that. I finished It's Always Sunny, and then
Whenever House of Cards came out.
Yeah, I mean, I need to. Yeah, House of Cards. I've been.
You watching Game of Thrones?
Better Call Saul. Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. I watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'm a few
Started
behind.
like a week ago or two.
Yeah,
My parents watched it.
I'm a few behind.
I
now.
watched the first season with my parents. Never watched
Oh
anything.
Jesus, that's like one of those sexual ones too.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that fucking episode of Game of Thrones where it's like someone looking through a keyhole.
The keyhole episode in like season 2. I
Yeah,
think it's season 2, episode 2. I
Yeah.
remember, like, because I started watching the episode, then I never finished.
I only
it, and
remember
went
the
back
midget,
watching
the
it
midget
again,
one.
It's just like,
Only one I remember.
but that scene was like comical. It was someone looking at people having sex in one room, and then the camera pans out, and the person who's looking through the keyhole is being sucked off or something. And it's just like,
That's
come on, Game of Thrones. I don't want to.
well.
I hate that shit, man.
Any more questions?
They weaned off it a bit though. Finally. People get mad at us for not reviewing Dark Souls 3. I blame Jim and Ruben for that one.
Our reviews have gone down a bit though, because now we got a chat for.
Well,
We we kind of just don't have the time to put a lot of time to it.
The big green screen ones are like,
They take a lot.
we
of time
can't
to
record
edit.
gameplay. Of
they take so much time. We can't fucking record gameplay.
'Cause
And
fucking
the
reasons.
reviews, having 4 people's opinion represented by 1 just
Is-
doesn't make sense.
Well, and then everyone just fucking attacks me.
Yeah, then it's all directed at Ruben, and it's not fair when it's like, if I made a point and then Ruben
Yeah.
says
Says
that
his
point.
But the only people that can make points about Dark Souls, like, about the full game.
Yeah, that
me
game in
and Jim.
particular. But I mean,
you
like,
can make like comments from an
impressions.
artistic standpoint.
Yeah.
You can just look at it and be like,
yeah.
I mean, it looks
Well, like,
neat.
we got to do an Uncharted one.
We have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I prefer the discussion ones.
The point, I don't really even want to touch the Dark Souls review one because of just all the fucking get good bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just like, shut up. It's not funny. It's just not funny.
And most of the time with all the new games, not all of us play it. Like Dark
Yeah.
Souls, me and you have never played it. Uncharted, you've
Yeah.
played it. I haven't yet.
I think like the
It's
Halo
difficult.
5 COD Fallout was just like a fucking
It was experimenting,
Star Wars.
really.
Well, and they were 4 really massive games
Yeah.
that came out.
We might do the bigger ones in the future.
If we can get
But-
gameplay sorted out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but right now with
And they're a
smaller
fucking
games, we just
nightmare to
can't.
edit too.
Yeah.
Take ages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we can't with what we work and what we do. We just can't now. You've got IH
Super hard to
everything.
juggle. I'm behind
So
on
it's
IHE as it is.
Yeah,
Favorite Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavor.
cookie dough.
I
bought
think
some of
it's
I like fish food.
it was either Blondie Brownie or the one I had the other day where it had like caramelized biscuit in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blondie
yeah,
brownie
like-
is good.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, I was into Tesco's and I bought
but
one.
it was nice.
How much are they at Domino's? Just asking.
They're really
It's like a
expensive.
fiver,
They're like $5
unless
fucking pounds.
There's like the deal on where if you spend.
Because I
over
went to
30 quid,
Tesco's
you
and
get
they're
one.
pretty much a $5 as well. I was just
That's
like,
because
this...
Tesco. What the small Tesco.
Yeah, well, I live
Well,
here.
that's everything's more expensive in a smaller shop anyway.
Yeah, and I was
As
just
well as
like,
the fact that it's Tesco, so they won't have the brand like investment or whatever that Sainsbury's might have. Say,
yeah. I was just like, this is fucking expensive. But
Where
I still
does-
bought and ate it.
where does
Fine.
James work?
No, don't go into stuff like
Yeah.
that.
No,
doing it.
I just
I
work
just
for
got
a
the question.
recruitment company. That's all
Yeah.
I can say.
What
No
do you think
personal
about
shit.
the new Mass Effect being an RTS? Excuse me.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't know what they're saying there.
No, that's still going to be a Mass Effect game. Normal.
Do you know the kind of shit they would get if they did that?
Yeah, a lot.
What's the better summer drink? Like slushies, like slush puppies, or smoothies? It's always smoothies.
Yeah, I've never been mad about slushies.
The only like icy sort of slushy drink thing I'll enjoy is like say one from like fucking Costa or Starbucks, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a really strong, nice
Because
flavor.
I find with the
like
slush,
3 seconds.
with the slush, doesn't it? It just kind of because the ice melts, doesn't it? So it makes the drink really watery. I'll choose a smoothie every single time.
I don't like smoothies that much.
No?
Honestly, I just take
Juice.
just some icy juice.
Look at this question.
I'm boring.
Let's keep it off camera in case they zoom in. Why would we? I'm not even bringing it up.
Let me
Yeah,
see it. Let me
yeah.
see it. I need to-
I'm not even like bringing it up as the thing, but it's just like, why do people ask questions like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want people to ask me that
we've
more.
mentioned this before, that that type of subject, just don't bother asking us. That's
Yeah.
just personal shit. Just stop, leave it.
Anyway.
There's like a certain level of personal shit you have to leave out.
Yeah. And that's
Well,
one
and
of
it's
them.
just the obsession. that
Uh-huh.
people sort of have
They
with it.
have an obsession of just knowing.
And people go really far, like my full name
Yeah.
stuff.
So
all
it's like,
that.
just leave it. Just stop.
Yeah. Like what it
Please,
looks like and
just
shit.
leave
Like
it,
people
people.
have started doing some really creepy shit, which I really hate.
Right.
And it just makes me not want to even more when people do that shit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just...
Even though, whatever.
I'm honestly not fussed if people know my real name. I've probably mentioned it.
No,
Before.
my
Well,
name
like,
is
the
out there
thing
now.
is,
Yeah.
the conversation I had with Pyrocynical asked me about
Yeah.
whether you would ever do a face reveal,
Yeah.
and he said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, I don't know really." He was like, "Because if he's going to do it, he'll only do if he has a good idea for it." And he was like, "Yeah, none of that sitting in front of a camera ukulele bullshit. Yeah, none of that." None of that
Can you really
ukulele
imagine me
music."
doing
Yeah,
that?
exactly. He said none
It
of
would-
that bullshit. He was like, because he knew you'd never fucking
It'd be
do
very
it.
not like your character to do that.
Yeah.
You
So
would
that's
not
the thing
do
with
that.
face reveal, like doing one where you sit in front of the camera, and you're like, "This is me."
No.
You'd never do it.
No, I have an idea. I have a good idea.
You're gonna cut your face off
But
and just like throw it at a camera.
yeah, it's just a matter of if I want to do it or not.
That'd be fucking horrible.
Because it's like the whole point I don't like the idea is like it shouldn't be important.
yeah.
Just like my full name shouldn't be important.
Yeah.
Where I
It's just
live shouldn't be
you.
important. All these fucking details
They-
should not be
people-
important.
the fans big up way too much.
But it's
the
when
face.
oh
Just
yeah,
leave it.
50% of people be like, "Oh, I wish you never did," and the others will be like, "Whoa, yeah, I'm so happy now," or whatever.
Never. I wouldn't do it personally, but I obviously can't now.
Yeah,
My
but
face
I
is
never
still on camera.
started with the idea of being like
Big.
all that for a start,
And
and also the fact that my identity was hidden, like that wasn't part of it. Like with Grade, for example, he went in wanting to be anonymous from the start. That's why it's all, he doesn't use his real name or anything like that.
Mhm.
Whereas with me, it was just like I never thought about it because it wasn't important to anything I was like saying in the content. So, and then it just kind of, as a result of never acknowledging it, became a thing. You can't win either way.
no,
You can't.
Fucked.
I mean, Leafy managed to do it, I guess. But it's different. It's just a
He
different
just-
game,
he-
a
he
different
makes-
park,
yeah.
different style of content.
Let's not go into.
That was his
Let's just be
face
wrong.
reveal. He just showed it, and that was that.
Mhm.
Let's
People
stop
are
talking
happy.
about Leafy, Alex, please. People know how I feel about Leafy.
What are some movies you think everyone should watch before they die? Has there been a movie that like you consider important to like your attitude, or it like questioned you in a way, or showed you something that actually was like important to you?
Obviously, the 9/11 documentaries.
Yeah, there's
I'm
a
not
really
being
good
serious.
9/11 movie.
The what?
There's a movie. It's about the plane of the people
The
who
hijack.
hijacked it
Yeah.
off the terrorists and stop them from doing what they were going to do.
Wasn't that actually like what a thing though? There was multiple planes in that thing, and I think one
Yeah.
of them was
One of them was
taken back.
by some brave
I don't know
people
what
on the
history
plane.
about that anymore. I forgot.
Yeah, did you hear that, Ruben?
No,
We're on your fucking phone.
That's because I was looking at what subjects for there were.
Yeah, we have one right here.
We've got loads of subjects.
Sorry, I was just like, I wonder if there's anything good on Twitter.
For that answer, my answer would be, I think Fight Club you should watch,
Haven't even seen Fight Club yet.
because it's such like a anarchist movie.
But like, what was the question?
The question was like,
What
what,
movie-
movies would you think
You have to
you
see.
should watch before you die?
All right.
And then I added to that saying, is there any movie that's actually you consider like important or has got a reaction out of you that's like questioned something.
12 Years a Slave was quite important.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, that was just like deeply hurtful to watch. Just the whole way.
Yeah.
So
it's like there are some movies that are like you just sort of should watch.
Yeah, Fight Club is definitely one of those.
Fight Club, fucking
makes you think from a different perspective.
Yeah. The fucking World War II one, the Spielberg directed. Why can't I think right now?
7.1.
Yeah. Where did he?
Pretty sure.
Oh no,
it's in black and white. Girl in red dress.
Yeah. Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. Yeah, that's another one of those like historical ones.
Yeah.
Which I think
I haven't even seen that yet, and that's like a movie I think I'd enjoy.
I saw it once years ago.
I think if you're a sort of thoughtful person, I think either reading the book or watching Life of Pi would be a good one. Just because of some of the questions it brings up, I guess I like. Yeah, there aren't like. It's quite a personal thing. Ultimately.
That's how your view on it is.
Yeah, I don't think there is, because there'll be some people that won't get anything out of the movies that are just listed.
Those would be
whereas like for me, in my opinion, those would be some of the ones that I consider like important. But then a lot of the things like even stupid shit like Star Wars, I find like really effective in terms of like storytelling, like imagination, creativity, just that sort of shit. But then like some people don't give a fuck about that. I wouldn't,
But morphing this question a bit, if there was like a movie I had to show my kid in the future.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
3, 2, 1, record.
I'd honestly just show them Star Wars, just so they can appreciate
I'm so hungry, I think I'm going to die.
Now.
I'm so hungry, I'm going to die.
We haven't even talked about whatever it's called, War of the Worlds yet.
Well, can we just get to that now?
So we actually did watch the movie this week.
We watched War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds, the Steven Spielberg flick
It's my
from
favourite
2005.
one out of all of them we've watched.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I had a good time watching that movie.
Yeah.
Especially because in all of the previous ones we've watched, I've been frustrated in some way or another.
We just laugh. Oh shit.
We haven't even had one that's like so stupid that we just laugh all the way through yet. They've just been moments.
Yeah,
in
I was
some of
hoping
them.
The Wicker Man was going to be that.
Yeah, me too.
But it wasn't.
I thought it was going to be.
It was terrible.
Yeah. And the funniest scene, which we were anticipating, wasn't even in the cut that we watched.
So.
It's in the extended
But anyway, War of the Worlds was neat. You don't know what it is. Tom Cruise is a man, and he has 2 children. They're
and
a
he
big
fights
part of it.
aliens.
Yeah.
And
it's on his turn to look after them.
Yeah,
because they're
divorced.
He owns a Mustang. That's the most important part.
Car, anyway. So, aliens invade or whatever to come and harvest humans for the nefarious plans. And fucking that's how it starts. And it's just kind of like a survival thing.
It's like a mix of it's an action movie basically,
with some thriller horror sort of shit going on
tense
as well.
parts in it. I think overall it's like quite effective.
Lots of traumatic sort of imagery. Everything about it's just fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's only a 12, meaning you have to be 12 in the UK to watch it or whatever. Which is surprising because it's quite fucked. Really, it's quite horrible. Especially if you're one of those people. If you're one of those people that sort of puts yourself into what you would do in that scenario.
There's like nothing you could do.
Yeah. Like,
but if you know the ending, you just have to.
Yeah, you just survive for a day or two.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I really like the way. It's just Steven Spielberg is such a good director. He just knows how to make movies. He knows how. I love the way it's filmed.
It was like made in a way with the aliens that it did feel like you're fucked.
Yeah, what that is. I was reading about it. They made sure that all the scenes with the big tripods in basically were shot from a human's perspective. Yeah, with like handheld stuff, as if it was you. In that type of scenario.
That'd be awful. It'd be so bad.
That's what makes those effective, because it doesn't go fucking mad with the guy who made Independence Day or whatever, where it's just like
I don't know his name.
Explosion, fucking excess for the sake of excess.
Yeah, it still relies on that like.
It's not a perfect movie. It has some like
hot moments,
some sort of character motivations, which is like. This is such a movie thing. Like his son being obsessed with wanting to fight.
I want to fight. And his daughter having anxiety and just screaming all the fucking time.
Just
screaming.
the
all
whole
the time screaming.
yeah.
It was a
Screaming?
lot. That was one of the
I don't
things.
mind. I would have preferred it focused just on the father and daughter dynamic. Like the middle guy, the only reason he's in the film is so he can leave the film, so then he's not in a scene later on,
Yeah, and that's
basically. And he doesn't. And the only reason he's in it is so at the end, the happy ending, he has someone to reunite with because he just doesn't care about his divorced wife or whatever, and the stepdad and their parents. So like it wouldn't have any impact. That's the only reason. So you can break it down into, you can see why everything happened in terms of like a writing level. But then when it all comes together, it doesn't all completely work. And the way the War of the Worlds ends, the story,
It ends
It's just-
suddenly.
It's
a sudden, they all die of a cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way the story ends. And as a result, it sort of feels anticlimactic.
Yeah, because
As
the story just has to end naturally. It's like that's the end of it.
Yeah, so I can see that being a thing, but that's just the way the story ends.
Mhm.
Maybe there was a different way of doing it. But in terms of like, my favorite scene is probably the whole bit with the madman in the basement.
yeah.
I just like all of that. It's like a well done tension thing that isn't super crazy. It's just got the weird
I like
eye
the bit with
thing
the
that's
car.
trying to find them. It's well shot. It's tense. And the aliens come down. It's cool. There's some good action in it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily the
overall-
most solid movie.
Oh, it's above mediocre. It's enjoyable.
This
to
is
watch.
like
Pretty good.
taking away whatever it's called, fucking King of the Crystal Skull. With Spielberg, you can just sort of, you know exactly what you're getting into in terms of like, it's just going to be a well-made movie. It's going to be shot well. It's going to be fun, most likely, unless it's, fucking
Schindler's List.
where it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
And it's not fun at all.
what is the next movie for next
Fuck, we
week?
didn't decide, did we? Vote, I guess. The vote is always there for when you want to choose. So like, if
What is on the list?
I'm checking the list.
we got
now.
loads of shit, man.
There's,
So
I
if
kind of
you,
want to watch Predators
I kind of want to watch Predators too.
because it was going to be shit.
I saw it once. I
It's
remember thinking it was
Predators 2, the
unspectacular.
I remember thinking it was really boring when I was younger and watching it. I was just like,
Yeah,
because I was like, where's the violence?
yeah.
So what's the list?
Well, like,
Well, we only put like, I mean, A-Team was on there last time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
part of me just doesn't even want to watch A-Teams. The
What?
A-Team.
What?
The A-Team just seems like such a generic,
Yeah.
like kind of boring generic though.
Yeah.
Like nothing to
I
talk
remember
about.
The whole ending of it just being like,
Yeah.
But Alex.
Well, whatever it is, the vote in the card in the top right. Click on that, vote for what you want.
Alex.
We're not going to do jumper. Even if
Tank falls out of sky
Yeah, but
and
like,
shoots a plane. That's the
that
best
scene, you'll get the same out of it. Like I feel like I've already seen it because it was in the trailer, and I don't feel like
wanna
any.
watch all
I
of
don't
it.
feel like any more. I'll get anything more out of that part.
That's understandable.
So yeah, watch War of the Worlds if you really want to.
If you're just bored and you just want
I'm done. I'm done
It's a
now.
good one.
I got nothing more to say.
Ruben can't.
I've got. Let's talk about memes.
Yeah.
No.
This has been like the least diarrhea-y.
It's actually been focused. What I wonder what causes all that stuff.
So we had
An actual
a
discussion.
razor sharp focus this time because I wasn't quite as mad today.
There was
You know what I mean?
we had a discussion about games, movies. We did good, guys. Well done.
Yeah. So
I've actually done something in the podcast. I've actually somewhat discussed it. That's a first.
That's So I guess that's been the JARCAST.
Ruben, you can stop looking at.
I hope you like the addition of the bird with googly eyes. That is my favourite. Yep, don't make the eyes fall off. Tune in next week where maybe
Jim
we'll
will
be back.
Maybe we'll be back.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah. I probably will be back.
Yeah, we'll swap out someone for someone, I guess. Yeah, you would.
No.
I'm really hungry now as well.
Yeah, go order cookies, Alex.
So subscribe to Bird Eyes, and we'll see you next week. Go on
Thanks for
the
watching.
Jar Reddit.
We'll
good.
catch you next time.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye. Fart inside my brain.